to another exciting episode of Video Game Bang. Your weekly source for all things video game. Featuring your fearless hosts, Cory Vincent.
I'm pretty much Microsoft and Marvel. The cans are on. It's when ish gets real. People get shot during the day?
And Aryn Carter.
Buy the armor, I equip it, and it's like pink thong. The guy that delivers vending machine items at my job, he can play the right.
Fill up your Mountain Dew and grab your Doritos. It's time for Video Game Bang.
What is up, everybody? Cory Vincent here. Video Game Bang, and it's going to be a weird one. This is late. This is the latest. Actually, it's not that late. It's only 9:45.
It's the late night bang.
It's the late night bang brought to you by Thrustmasters. Wait, isn't that what it was?
Thrustmaster.
Oh, Thrustmasters. Sorry.
Is that better though?
No, I think it's equally as bad.
Wait, can you say that yet?
Wait, what?
We're not.
Oh yeah, we're okay. It's
Embargo.
It's not 100% deal.
Embargo.
But us and Thrustbusters, we're getting back together.
Thrustmasters.
Thrustmasters. Which one?
It's like, Thrustmasters.
No,
Master of Thrust.
the master of. Okay, well, they partnered with the right group.
If that's not their
right.
tagline yet, it should be.
Yeah. So basically, this is going to be a short version of the podcast, and we're already much too loud for this hour. To be completely honest, there is a sleeping world champion behind us. I feel like such an asshole because he's trying to get some sleep.
Because you are.
Well, I am an asshole. Like everybody knows that, but I'm sorry, Nairo. It's the way it's got to be today.
And with us, we also have David Webb.
What's going on, everybody?
Oh, introductions. Yeah.
It's okay. You haven't done this before. Oh,
Yeah,
wait.
that's true. Shut up.
And Aryn.
Hey,
Not the Aryn you thought, though, was it?
can I be him tonight?
No, please never say that again.
Okay. We're talking about Thrustmasters. You're getting a deep voice. I'm getting really nervous about this whole living situation.
And I'm Ivy.
Oh yeah, Ivy Doomkitty's here too.
Oh, yeah. That little
All
gem.
right, yeah, that old gem. So, first day of E3, not what I had hoped. I'm going to come out and just say it.
You're gonna come out.
I said I'm not going to come out and say it. I hope the mic didn't pick that up. That was a good burn. Well, who are you?
Okay,
you
this
are
is-
acting like
This
Aryn.
is the third time today where she's had like a super good, like low-key, really good burn.
Oh, man. I think we're going to get along very, very well. New Aryn and I are going to get along well.
Everyone likes new Aryn better than old Aryn. Let's just be completely honest. But not feeling this. This is okay. Everyone, first E3 for
This
Webb.
is my first E3.
First E3, Ivy, second one. So let's let the newbies go first. Webb, what's your first day like?
It was different than I expected it. Given that from the stories that you and old Aryn have told me, you guys had media badges in the past, and so I'm thinking, okay, well, we got industry badges this time, so we're stepping up. So we're gonna get to see a lot more. No, that's not how it works. In fact, it's kind of like they prefer media over industry, which is really weird. And so we got to play. You and I got to play one game today.
Did we play only one game?
I think we only played one, and it was a Final Fantasy VII remake.
Yeah, that's right.
And that's just because I think we cut line and we just walked right up and grabbed the controller and started playing
The
it.
sticks are free.
That's messed up.
If a stick is just laying out, you just got to grab it. That's what my mom always told me.
Is that also like the catchphrase for Thrustmasters?
Coming to a theater near you, Thrustbusters.
Masters.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Our other newbie, Ivy, first time.
First time for everything, right? I mean, I heard all the hype about how amazing it would be for the first time, but, you know, it actually didn't live up to what I had expected for my first time, you know?
Which is strange, too, because that's like coming from...
You chose that phrasing.
Yeah, she did. But
Very
I
specifically.
chose to ignore it because legitimately, like as a normie, as we like to call them, being here, it would be even worse because you wouldn't really know anybody necessarily.
Right.
Whatever, muggle.
Ivy, every 10 feet, was getting recognized by someone. People want to take pictures. It was a cosplay friend. Or it's kind of annoying to be at a convention with you. I'm not going to lie.
Sorry, it's not my fault. I didn't know. I actually, I didn't expect anything because I'm incognito. No one's going to notice me, whatever.
Ooh.
But Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just saying we were in line at the Ubisoft store, and one guy recognized you, and he goes, "Why are you standing in line? You're Ivy Doomkitty. Just walk up and tell them who you are."
I'm like, no.
Why are you
I'm
waiting
like,
in line to buy something?
like,
They
'cause
should just
I'm a
give it to you.
normal human, and I'm incognito, so why would I do that?
Well, you ended up spending like more money than I've ever seen spent at an E3. Because I want to say in the
What's your
past,
budget for E3? Like $20?
no, I want to say in the past they could not sell things at E3. Like you could not. It wasn't supposed to be like a vendor event. You go there to like show games. You're not there to make money.
Oh, well, I mean, the Ubisoft booth had some pretty sweet stuff. They had a bunch of Ezio stuff, AC.
They're all selling stuff. The Bethesda was selling stuff. There was
Yeah.
like a plushie store somewhere. Like
Where's the plushie store?
I'm not gonna tell
Do
you.
they have Overwatch plushies?
I know where it is. I know
Do they have
where it is.
Overwatch plushies? I
They
want Overwatch
do
plushies.
somewhere else, but the other
one I want.
plushie store is just animals.
What's that like Overwatch radish thing?
Pachimari?
Yeah, I want that too. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got one of those. The vending,
They have them out there? Okay, so that will be my mission
Did you
tomorrow.
see the big one?
I didn't see one
It's
at
like
the show.
as big as me. Yeah.
I want that one. That's the one I want.
I
But
don't know if it's for sale.
no, it was okay. You know, I felt like it was overly packed. You know,
Yeah.
which I did not like. It annoyed me because my understanding of it's primarily an industry show. You're there. You're there for business. But then you've got all of the like casual people, regular folk coming in and getting in the way of things or whatever, and I get it. You're going in as a fanboy, fangirl, whatever, and that's really cool. But it's supposed to be an industry show, so when you open it to the public, you're really cutting into that experience for the industry people that, are there to work. They're not there to, in essence, kind of screw off and have fun, It's business at the end of the day.
What did you think, Aryn? This is your second year?
Yeah.
So second year, how does it stack up to the first year?
Well, definitely more packed. I too only got to play one game, and it was because they didn't have anybody in line. They're like trying to get people, and I was just kind of walking around. But every booth had a line all the way around, so it was crazy. But I mean, I did like the stopping to meet people because like that's what I'm here for, As an industry person, I go to an industry event so that I can network. So I thought that was cool. But I also wanted to play games because, that's what's here.
Who did you get to? Did you get to meet anybody cool?
I met this guy named Cory. Yeah.
Lucky.
Nah, dude.
He actually stopped for you?
Yeah.
Usually he just walks right on by.
Come on, Aryn, you're better than that. Old Aryn would never have said that.
It was good. Like I was telling Aryn, I felt like this Aryn, good Aryn, that today was kind of good to get out of the way because I feel like everybody I did know we ran into and it was like done.
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Like I met the people that from Reactor that we got to. Oh, what happened?
Wait, what? Were you touching my beard?
Goddamn.
Is there something stuck in my beard?
Anyway, we hung out with some cool people at dinner.
Want to
So-
clip it? Yeah, we hung out with we hung out with our buddies.
Wait,
over
who
at-
did we hang out with?
Our buddies over at Nerd Reactor.
Our buddies?
Yeah, our buddies, John and all them.
Yeah, actually,
cool.
yeah.
They're
no,
cool.
Yeah.
They're pretty cool dudes.
It was like a trip down memory lane. Like we said, for like 4 of our 5 years on this show. Like brought to you by nerdreactor.com. So it's cool to actually see those guys again and hang out for a bit. I'm completely disappointed. I'm disappointed in myself. I'm disappointed in the show.
You seemed really sad.
I was pretty bummed.
Broken.
Yeah.
You haven't played anything.
Yeah, that's why I'm not drinking tonight because it'll amplify my emotions.
As we're recording, he's in his pajamas right now, like literally laying in bed, podcasting from his bed that he's sharing with like 4 other dudes.
I got an Uber Eats bringing me a tub of ice cream so I can just watch sad movies and eat my ice cream tonight.
You know what's really
Exactly.
depressing is so we go to the NVIDIA booth because they have Destiny 2. And so we get shot down to get an appointment. And they're like, but the line's only like 20 minutes. So we're like, okay, that's not bad. 20 minutes, we could do 20 minutes. So we go out and we're like, okay, here's the line. And we're following the line. And it basically goes around the entire booth to where we end up back to essentially where we started from. And we look at each other, we're like, this is not a 20-minute line.
Not happening.
This is really disappointing.
I just stood there for 5 minutes. It didn't move.
You know who's doing things right?
Irregardless.
And we all need to download this app right now. The PlayStation Experience app. And
I just deleted it.
did you really?
Yeah.
You need to.
The last thing I went to.
You need to re-download it because you can actually, if we wake up early enough, which
You can make reservations on the app to play games over at the booth.
See, I've tried that before, and
Yeah,
like not even 10 seconds in, everything's gone.
one of my
Everything
fans
looked
came
good,
in,
yeah.
or that saw me at the show, told me that. He was like, yeah, let them know, if they go ahead and, sign up on there, they can get in. But like everything's like what you're saying, it was gone like really quick. So you got to move fast.
9:30 sharp. We need to have this app open. I say we divide and conquer. I don't even need to play the games with you guys. We just all pick the game and see just what happens.
Prediction. We're going to wake up at 9:45 and go, shit.
Yeah, probably. What do you guys want to play the most?
AC Origins.
Is it playable?
I don't. Oh, yeah, it is. I saw people playing it at the Ubisoft counter, and then I also want to play. Well, if it's playable, I would like to play Crash Bandicoot because I like Crash Bandicoot.
I guess, but that's a game.
AC Origins,
I'll get you a time machine and you can go play Crash Bandicoot.
Hey, it's nostalgic, but no, seriously, like legit, I want to play freaking AC Origins, Monster Hunter, but AC Origins, yeah.
Webb, what do you want to play?
There's quite a few. Destiny, I think, is on the top. Destiny 2 is on the top of my list. AC Origins, I also want to play that. I've never played a Monster Hunter game, so I think that'd be kind of cool. Try that. Yeah. Lawbreakers. I want to play Lawbreakers. That looks
See
good.
a lot of Lawbreakers out there.
Yeah, I want to try Super Mario Odyssey.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That's the correct answer.
I want to add every single Nintendo game.
Yeah, I mean, good luck with that.
That felt the most crowded.
Yeah.
Because that's the first place we
Well, I
went.
think it's because it's a big room full of all the Nintendo games.
Yeah. They kind of switched it up. Like, PlayStation is in a different hall than Xbox this year. Xbox is usually, like, the best as far as their booth space goes, but this time they had, like, you could not even wait in line.
Yeah.
You physically could not wait in line. There's people holding a sign that said, the queue is unavailable right now. Come back at an arbitrary time and see if you can.
And then if you were standing anywhere near that line that was capped off, they would like pretty much kick you out of the booth entirely and tell you to move the hell along.
Well,
they didn't want you even in the area.
I was thinking, I have a theory on why it seems like that now. Is because now they have normal people that aren't industry in the convention, so they have to make the booths smaller for the public in order to make more room for industry people to have meeting space in the booth. So you go to, because if you went to all the big developers or companies, they all had meeting rooms at their booth, and so they had to cut down on floor space in order to make room for that. So that's why it was all crappy lines.
They need to come up with a better system. I think PlayStation is getting closer with the Experience app, but maybe like if they just take numbers and give you a number or a time block to come back.
I think though in general across the floor, the one thing that I saw was just really bad line control, just with everything.
Did you guys go to Ubisoft at all?
Mm-mm.
There was a
We
line.
saw it.
Yeah.
It was bad over there.
Yeah, so first of all, you got to go to this site and sign up, and then you get in line to get a wristband so that you can get into more lines.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't do line con. Like if I have to wait in a line, I'm good. Like I don't need to do it. I don't do lines.
We did get to go to the the smaller vendor section towards the back, and there were some pretty cool products. Like there's this controller company that remade all of the classic retro Nintendo controllers and updated them for the Switch.
I played. It was the style of an NES controller and the shape of an SNES controller, but it was Bluetooth for the Switch.
And
or
had the
wireless
triggers
for the
on the
Switch.
top and
Had the
everything.
triggers for the top. It was dope. It was cool.
I played Zelda with it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I mean, like the only thing I didn't like about it doesn't have the motion tracker. So shooting arrows was weird, but everything else works exactly as it should.
Yeah, it was cool.
They also had a fight stick. It was the first fight stick I've ever seen for the Switch, but apparently Hori makes
Hori?
one. Yeah, Hori
I think
makes
they do.
a Switch fight stick too, but I've heard bad things about it. This one is actually very solid and only $70. Like
That was incredible, and it's usable across all of the platforms.
Yeah,
like it's not
PC.
just any or Switch.
what else did we see in that section? We learned that I'm a better basketball player than Webb, but not as.
No. Okay. So no. So the guys got freaking smoked. Okay. Let's get that straight.
Okay, hang
Both
on.
You guys sucked massive balls
Here's the
compared
thing.
to the two
Here's
of
the
us.
thing.
We
The-
owned your asses.
The balls were
Accept it,
deflated.
Accept it.
The balls were
So
deflated.
Your balls were deflated.
There's a wind.
Who got the bags?
Your balls were deflated? Is that what you're saying? Are you admitting to your balls being deflated?
I'm admitting
Webb?
that basketballs were deflated.
Uh-huh. Right. You guys heard it here first.
There was
Webb's
wind.
balls are
There was a
deflated.
dog barking.
Uh-huh.
It was a little bit of a deflate gate. Those balls were
That's what I'm
not up
saying.
to regulation.
If it was regulation,
No.
Let them do.
Yeah, we could play with that handicap
Well,
too. So
I
what's that
mean,
say?
Small dainty girl hands that
That means nothing.
that fit the ball better. Like when you have these giant
have you seen these
mittens.
I kept crushing the ball, which was ruining. My hands are so big, I was crushing the ball, which was ruining the aerodynamics of it.
Wait.
Oh,
Look how big that is. Look how much bigger that is.
wow. That was the most childish thing I've ever seen David Webb do. The first time when you guys weren't there, you should have saw me. Like, cause I had that. It was.
Fish story.
It's true though. It was the 5-hour energy.
I will
Pixar didn't
give
happen.
him this. I will give him this. He did walk when we saw him later on in the day. We did see him with one of those bags, and those bags they only give you if you win. So we'll give him
I was
that.
waiting for.
Unless there was just nobody that he was playing with, and he was just shooting hoops, and they felt sorry.
I
to give him
wanted
the
to-
No,
bag.
this is true. They
That's
both
my
had-
theory.
They probably were like, "Oh, look at this sad bearded man."
Look at this
No
homeless
one has
guy that
ever,
somehow
ever said-
wandered in.
No one has ever said that. There's no such thing as a sad bearded man. Every man you've ever seen with a beard this majestic is happy all of the time. That's a fact.
I thought you weren't drinking.
When we first were there, I wanted to play against Webb because I wanted the easy win. I wanted to take they call it the goat because you take it to slaughter. So I wanted to bring the goat to slaughter. He stood me up. I think you guys were both buying stuff at Ubisoft or something like that.
Yeah, we were there for like 4 hours.
I had to play against a rando.
I think we need to settle this tomorrow.
We
I don't want
You're
to make
afraid.
Cory
You're
cry.
you're very afraid, Cory. Look at you.
Because we tried to sell it today, and he goes,
He's so
I want to play
You
Ivy.
see his beard trembling? His beard's trembling even. Look at it, it's like shaking.
So weird.
This,
Holy
Yeah.
crap.
this beard
How
does
does that
not
even
move.
happen?
I don't know.
It's your
It's like
eyes.
shaking.
It's those 2 little frou-frou drinks you
You
had.
know what's gonna happen? His beard is so afraid it's just gonna fall off on its own.
This beard is a beard of iron.
Is that your superhero name?
Yeah, Iron Beard. Sponsored by Thrustmasters.
Thrustmasters.
Do you guys-
Thrustmasters.
Can you just think of another term that the word beard is used for?
No, not at all.
It's
I
like a
can't think of it.
fake, like, boyfriend or something for somebody who's gay.
Oh.
To pretend.
I knew that was.
Yeah, I've heard that. I think.
Come on, Aryn.
A beard.
I've never heard of this term.
So, who is Cory's beard?
I don't know.
What does that mean?
We'll have to say that for the next
Probably
podcast.
just dating his face.
I would if I could.
Okay, now who's Aryn?
What?
That's 100% something Aryn would say. 100%. Old Aryn.
It's true. Well, someone has to fill in the gaps.
Oh, phrasing. So E3. So we also saw
Thrustbusters. We're gonna go to them and be like, tomorrow you should.
We should actually tell everybody what exactly Thrustmasters is, though.
I don't even know.
Anyone
I
knows
don't,
what
was
that
it a
is.
chair? Is it a chair that vibrates?
It's a vibrating chair.
Is it- and it's supposed to be,
vibrates
like,
in
with the
strategic
game.
ways. I'm thinking.
Does it have
I don't
sound?
know.
Is this confirmed?
Well, one of the girls that we were talking to earlier said that it vibrates a certain way.
Well,
Yeah.
the idea
Internet.
being that
Like
it vibrates with the game. I'm thinking, but I'm thinking that they didn't have it connected to the game at a booth.
But I don't think they would call it the Thrustmaster.
I don't think that they
It just
had
seems
good
like they're
market-
asking for
I
it.
don't think they had good marketing.
And as a person who started a podcast who was just created a name that was asking for it, I know.
It's a steering wheel.
No,
I think that-
it
well,
can't just be a steering wheel. It's got to be. They've
that-
also got to be producing the chairs too, because she was talking about how the chairs are vibrating and something about you control something with the chairs and it sprays water or something. It does things.
So it's kind of like Nyko or Hori, where they
This,
just
this
make
chair does
whatever-
things
Yeah.
to people.
Why are we not at that
You, like
booth?
they strap you in and like.
They strap
From
You
what,
see
from
what
what we've
happens.
heard, from what we've heard, it's not that satisfying.
Yeah. I don't know. So what's we'll start wrapping this one up. They don't have to all go 30 minutes. We could cut this one a little bit short. I'm sure Nairo would appreciate it. Our poor guy back here sleeping. He had a big ass weekend with Nairo Saga, and he's got these semi-buzzed losers in here doing their little podcast. Okay, I was talking about me and Webb, not you and.
I'm
So-
sober as a gopher.
Oh, so we'll just. What do you hope to do tomorrow, Ivy? She's very upset with me. Webb, what do you want to do tomorrow?
I want to play some games, to be honest.
What's the game plan, though? How are you going to do
The
this? How are we
game
going to
plan?
make this happen?
The game plan is I'm going
Okay, so
to.
this is what I'm gonna do.
I have 2 game plans. Game plan number 1 is the honorable one. I'm going to name drop our podcast and say that we're media because we're have a podcast. That doesn't work. I'm gonna say I'm friends with Ivy Doomkitty. And then I'm gonna go wherever I want to.
That ain't gonna get you anywhere. Don't do that. I'm gonna be funked if you do that.
No. No, I am gonna try and get in using the podcast as media, even though our badges say industry, but
Well, if that's the case, does that mean I should leave my badges with you guys? Yes. The answer is yes.
Unofficially.
While these guys are doing their thing here at E3, my ass is going to be finishing up finals. Yeah, I got finals tomorrow, and then after that, I'll be catching up with these fools, and who knows what kind of craziness we're going to get into, including some after parties.
Should do some after parties. That's still on the table for tonight. They're all going for another. Oh, not for you, because you got school.
I got to drive home.
Oh,
it's a school night.
it's a school night. She can't do anything.
Finish more assignments.
Aaron, what's your plan tomorrow?
I'm gonna try and play Mario. Try to play games. Maybe I'll head over to the indie area so I can play more than, Doom games.
Don't let your dreams be dreams. To get to the Mario, what we got to do is, if you really want to, what time's it open tomorrow? 10?
10.
10. We got to be there like 8. Yeah,
8.
about 8 in line. And then as soon as they open the doors, you just crash the booth you want to go to.
That sounds like work.
It's the way it has. It's like a theme park. Like that one roller coaster, when the lines get super crazy, like you just do the one you want first, and then everything else is bonus.
I've done that for PAX, and
No
even
lines.
arriving 2 hours early.
No.
I cannot talk. Even arriving 2 hours early, you're still like way in the back of the line.
I don't do lines, so F that noise.
I have a feeling it's going to be like in movies where all of a sudden one character disappears at the beginning of the movie and then doesn't return until like the very end, and we're going to be like, Aaron, where have you been this whole time?
You guys should do that. You guys should
Mario.
You guys should get your badges sorted tomorrow morning, right? Do that first thing in the morning. Then from there, freaking split off and get as much coverage as you guys can. One covers this game, the other covers that game, because you know what? When powers are combined, then you can, cover everything.
Yeah, as a social
Lone wolf is.
as a social engineer, I let myself down.
You got to be
today.
on your game tomorrow, dude.
Well, typically I'm a lone wolf. I do so much better when I'm by myself.
Because you just have to get yourself in.
Are you saying everyone else is holding you back?
I'm
Is
saying
that what you're trying to say,
I'm
Cory?
saying you're all dead weight.
It happened happened yesterday.
Did it happen yesterday when I was by myself? When this?
Oh, so that's what you're saying. You need to be by yourself and then find us later.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna leave you guys. When have I ever abandoned my people?
Never.
I think Thrustmasters is going to have something to say to you tomorrow.
I'm gonna go talk to Thrustmasters alone, and I'm gonna walk out owning that place.
Can I give you an offer or like a suggestion?
You're gonna walk out with your legs all bow-legged.
What's your suggestion?
My suggestion is to get their name right when you go and talk to them.
No, I'm gonna go in there first and be like, listen, Thrustmasters is out. Thrustbusters is in. Print that. Print money.
Thrustbusters is in. You're gonna tell them that Thrustbusters is in. As you slowly bend over.
All right, that was our show. Thank you all for helping get through this. I swear we'll clean up our act.
It's been 5 years. No act is getting cleaned up.
Anybody have final words, Ivy?
If you love us or hate us, by all means, please send us comments. Compliments, good or bad, are always great.
Mostly good. Webb, go ahead.
Extra points for talking about Cory's beard.
Yeah. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram. We are posting pictures and updates as much as we can about the sites and hopefully tomorrow the games.
Aaron, final words?
I'm so bad at this. I had a good burger tonight.
All right.
Yeah.
Good. That's the way to end the show. None of this meanness. From
Which
these
burger
guys.
did you have? Was it a cheeseburger?
No, it was the truffle burger.
That looked good.
All right. So for Aaron, Webb, Ivy, my name is Cory, and you've just been banged.